Welcome back. This is the final lesson of 3D modeling, and today we're going to learn how to route piping. Okay, so we have, as you can see, this five equipment here in our model. As you can see, I could recover them from the failure of the software in the previous lesson. So look, I'm realizing right now that this distillation tower is not aligned. So remember, the key for doing appropriate pipe routing is to have the equipment aligned and have a guide to move them, right? So I'm going to move it and using the snap right there. So it's going to be aligned to our guideline, right? And well, it's floating. Now I have to move it down. Okay, for this, I'm going to turn off the snap and I do make zoom in just to verify. Yeah, there it is. Okay, there it is. Perfect. Now I verify that it's centered as I require. It looks like it is. And now I'm going to start piping. Okay, so we already know how to match a pipe here with our PNID pipes codes. I'm not going to do that. If you want, you can well, I am not going to do that first thing because I don't have the same equipment. I'm not modeling the same plant as we did in the PNID. So it doesn't have any sense. But if you want to, and you are like modeling the same thing you did in the PNID, you can do that, and you know how to do that because we already saw that. You just have to select, and if I route pipe here, it will be assigned with this line. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave them all unassigned. And look what I'm going to do. I'm going to first of all connect this tank from the bottom of the tank to this pump, okay? And actually, here, if you can see, I don't have a guideline, so I will have to draw it. So I'm going to the guide layer, and draw a line, okay, which is going to come and activate the snap. I try to, there it is, from there, like to here. Okay. Now I have to align this tank where it is aligned actually, but here you can see if I'm going to connect this nozzle with this pump passing through this line, there is no way I can do that. Yeah, I have to move this tank higher. And how I'm going to do that? Well, I'm going to edit equipment, right? And I'm going to change the height of the legs. So here it's H, let's say 200. Let's apply and see how does it look. Let's see, well, perhaps it's too much. It is too much. So again, let's change, well, I'm layer 0, fine, my current, okay. I don't know why those layers are red, but I'm going to modify them. Legs height 100. Let's see. Still too much. 50. A little bit less. Let's say 30. No, a little bit more. 40. Okay, there it is. I'm going to close here. Now I have to move this tank upwards. Okay, I'm going to deactivate the snap. I'm moving it just in the Z axis. There it is. Okay, I verify that it's still aligned. It looks like so. Now look what I'm going to do. If I already have all the equipment to pipe, I just have to put the cursor, activate the snap, put the cursor right on the place I want to connect, in this case this pump, and click here, continue pipe routing. Okay, if I click there, look, there appears the pipe. And if I want to be like more precise in my drawing, I have to draw an additional guideline. Now look here, I want to draw a guideline coming down from this nozzle, but the floor is hiding me what I want to see. So I'm going to hide the floor. I'm going to select the floor. I come here and I select hide objects. So now the floor is hidden. It's not deleted, it's just hidden. So what I'm going to do, I want to draw a line, okay, in the guide layer, okay, from this place to this place, to the intersection of that line. Let's verify it's what I want. No, it's not. Look what I did. It's like a madness of line. So let's go again. From another point of view, we have to change it. Point of view sometimes in order to be able to draw things properly. So okay, I write line, okay, and I come here and here. Okay, let's see. I think now it worked. Yeah, it worked now. So now I do come here, click it. No, well, first change layer, main layer. Okay, now come here, click plus. Okay, and I'm going to move it until this intersection. Okay, that's why it's important to have these guidelines, because they will allow me to do it in the appropriate way. Now look, I have it like just in that plane or this plane, but I need to go upwards. So I'm going to press Control, right click, and it changes that compass. And now I'm coming here and I select there that node, okay? And well, look what happened. This is what we talked about. Oh, okay, well, it's kind of weird. It created a nozzle, right? But here are like some parts that are not fitting, okay? And why it's that? Well, because the nozzle has a different diameter than the pipe. So look here, I have this red signal that tells me that it's well connected. Here, I have that red signal as well, but here, between the nozzle and this part, that I need to connect the pipe with this thing. So I'm going to click here, click continue pipe routing. I'm going to move right here. I'm going to look for the node I need. Okay, I believe it's there. It's not actually endpoint. Let's say I want to show it to show me the yeah, let's say the midpoint. Okay. No, the midpoint it isn't the midpoint. I need the center to be perpendicular or parallel nearest the node. Okay, let's see. Well, first of all, I have to change this plane. Okay. Yeah, it's not working. And why it's not working? Well, perhaps I need to make this move this tank even higher. So I'm going to change the height of its legs. Let's say 60. Okay. Well, now I have to unhide the floor in order to know and object isolation. Okay, in order to know how far do I have to move this. Turn off the snap and move it upwards. Okay, let's say there. Okay, well, now I lost these connections. Now I'm going to extend this line to this point, okay? And I'm going to continue the pipe right here, continue. Okay, I come here, here I go up. Remember, Control right click. Okay, I come right up here, and I'm going to look here. There it is, apparent. Okay, let's see what happened because it's not connected. Well, there's still a little bit I have to connect more. Okay, there I have the node. When I have this big circle, there are more possibilities to connect it properly, okay? So there it is. I have it properly connected. I have the red signal here. I have here like a reduction of the diameter in order to be able to connect to this nozzle. And I have this pipeline, which is going to take the fluid, the liquid, to the pump. So now I'm going to erase both guidelines, okay? And I have connected them appropriately. Now, let's say I want to add a valve in that line. So I'm going to open this tool palette. Here in Dynamics Pipe Specifications, I'm going to go down and let's say I want a globe valve. Okay, just select it. I put it where I want it to be. Then I select the direction and of the actuator, and there it is. And if you can see here, it has also the red signals that tells me that it's properly connected. Okay, so now I can continue. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to connect the outlet of the pump with this pipe, this line here. Okay, for that thing, I don't have lines. So let's draw lines. In the guide layer, okay, activate snap, perfect. I write line, and I'm coming here from that point upwards, right? Let's exaggerate it a little. And then from this point, I write again line. From this point, in this direction, upon that 90 degree. Okay, so I have it there. That's the route, that's the line I have to follow when piping it. To pipe it, I click the pump, I click this plus sign, and I go, oh, wait a second, I am still in the guide layer. I have to be in the 0 layer, okay? Okay, now again, click the pump, click the plus sign, I go upwards until this point, and then I move here. Okay, look, it doesn't allows me, so I have to press Ctrl and right click. Now it allows me to change direction, and I come here and look for the circle. Remember that circle is what will allow me to have this. Yeah, perfectly. It has a perfectly well. Here is something weird, right? Because we have an appropriate connection here, but we have two water drops there. So I'm not sure if it's actually properly connected, but it looks like it is. So we're letting it that way. And why is it yellow and magenta? I don't know. So let's select all similar, double click, go to properties, layer 0. Yeah, okay. It looks like the problem is not. Yeah, I'm going here by layer. Okay, I want all of them to be colored by layer. Okay, and all this part as well. I have to change its color one by one. Layer by layer. Putting all of them in the same layer and in the same color setup will allow me to change colors easily, because I just have to change the color of the layer, and that's all. And I don't have to do this color change every time I want, like one by one. Okay, so we have connect. Actually, this also doesn't have the color of the layer, but well, perhaps it's too repetitive to do this many times. But if we want to have a good drawing with good aesthetics, it's important that we change this way. Okay. Well, I'm not going to do it all the way around because we have to take advantage of the time we have. But here you can see, right? And look at this thing. The diameter of this line is 6 inches. The diameter of this line is 4 inches. Why is that? And perhaps that's the reason why we have like this kind of error here in this connection, right? Because a pump has its suction line always has a larger diameter than its outlet line, yes, to promote a better usage of the pressure. And well, it's a characteristic of this kind of pumps. So that's why I have here different nominal diameters, which are going to, well, have this problem. And it will also be even higher when we connect this heat exchanger with this furnace, because, well, as you can see, the nozzles have a huge difference. Okay, now I'm going to connect the furnace to both entries of the distillation tower. Okay, to do that I have to add a nozzle here in the furnace. So I'm going to add a new nozzle. Remember, in this symbol of nozzles. Okay, let's say A is the angle. I want it at 180 degrees. Okay, in this phase. Well, I clicked enter before time. Remember, control and click. No, sorry. Select the nozzle, control, click, and click the pencil and change location. I want it to be height. Okay, let's say 30. No, let's go again. Control, click, pencil. Let's say 100. Okay, I need even more. 200. Even more. 300. Let's see where it is. Okay, let's zoom out in order to be able to see. Pencil again. 300. Okay, and it's too high. 280. Still too high. 260. I think that is right. Okay, so look, now I'm going to draw our best friends who are the guides, right? So I'm going to draw our first line here. Okay, there. Let's say here. Then I'm going to draw cut lines from every nozzle here, okay, to a discretional distance. The same here. Okay, and now I will draw a vertical line wherever I want the crossing to be made, right? Let's say, no, let's say, okay, let's move it this way. So now, if I draw it in the midline, it's actually the mid distance between both nozzles. Okay, so there I have the routing of our pipes. So now I come here and click here the plus sign. I come here I'm going to go, okay, it doesn't allow me to go up, so control right click. Okay, go up the full way up. Okay, until this point, and then okay, we have again the zoom problem. So let's go back. Okay, I want to see it from this direction. Okay, so I can see, actually it's not centered as I wanted by some reason. Yeah, it's something happened. Let's go back. Look, I must have connected it through this line, this guide line, but at some point the line goes in one direction and the pipe in the other. So let's erase all these pipe segments. Let's delete it, and this may be because the line I draw wasn't vertical, okay, wasn't at 90 degrees. So I'm going to move back here. Okay, Actually, I have the 90 degrees restriction, so it must be right. So let's go again. Click here in the pipe, click the plus sign to this intersection, control right click. Okay, now go upwards until this point. Now come here. Okay, it looks right. Well, it says auto routing cannot find any paths. If it cannot find any paths, is because of this. There's some problem with this. So now I'm going to erase it, and I'm going to continue the piping this way, okay, until this point, and then I'm going to go down. And this is the problem. Let's say until this point. And now let's do something. Sometimes it can automatically route pipes, right? Let's see, in this case it didn't. It was like crazy. So let's try. No. Let's try to connect these two pipelines, which aren't in a line. It's kind of weird, right? But well, as I have told you, sometimes AutoCAD Plan 3D has like these huge problems. Okay, look, there it looks. No, is that the problem is? Yeah, it's kind of weird. There may be two lines that are making me confused. Could be, right? That I'm confusing two different. Yes, that is it. It's actually not aligned. That's the problem. I'm going to show you. See here, this line here is the one which is aligned with the furnace, but this line here and this line here are the ones that are aligned with the tower. That's why they are not aligned, okay? If I see them like from the top, two of them are here and the other one is here. So I'll have to move things. I have to first delete all these piping I draw. Okay, let's delete all of this, as well as the guidelines, which are not guiding. Okay, let's delete again, and I have to be certain that these lines are aligned. And that is the importance of having appropriate guidelines, because if we don't, we're going to have a very hard time making them coincide with what we need. Okay, so let's try again. Let's come here. Okay, I have to move. Let's try to do that. I have to move this. My base point is going to be here, and I'm going to move it right there. Okay, now it should work. Okay, well, I have to move it up right now. Move. Take out the snap. Move it just in the Z direction. There it is. Okay, and let's try again. Let's draw again our guidelines, activating the snap. This point, no, sorry. I have to snap it properly. Okay, from that point, 90 degrees in this direction. The same thing here. 90 degrees in that direction, okay? And now I'm going to draw the vertical line from the midpoint of this line all the way up, okay? And let's see it from above, and I hope they are matching. Okay, they look like they are matching, so let's try again with the piping. Okay, so I come here, take the plus, come to this point, control right click, go up, until this point. Okay, and now it looks that it's actually aligned. Yeah. Now I come here to that point, and there it is. I have a perfect connection. Okay, and the problem we had before was that it wasn't aligned. And here I want to show you the importance of aligning things right. Okay, now I'm going with this connection. I'm just going from there, and I'm going to put it right here in the middle. And nope, it didn't connect it. Oh, let's see. No, it didn't connect it. It usually will convert it in a T, but let's place a T manually. Sometimes it does it automatically. Cross, elbow, flange, outlet, but here are the T's. I believe this one could work. I'm going to place it in the intersection, right? So I have to be certain about where that intersection is. And could it be possible that this part isn't aligned if they are in the same plane? No, it is aligned. Yes. But I need something else. You know what I need? I need a guideline from this point to that point. Okay, now let's try again. A T in that intersection. Okay, in this direction. Okay, now I have a T. I have to connect then this part with that T. And there it is. Okay, I have the perfect connection, and I can verify it through the red signs and the fact that there isn't any drop, water drop or glue drop. Okay, so now I can erase the guidelines. Remember these little parts of the guideline. Okay, I can't select just the line. If I click and delete, I'm going to delete the pipeline, and I don't want to do that, so I'm going to erase that from the down part. Okay, erase this, erase that. Here must be this little segment of line. Okay, and the other one. Okay, I have deleted them. Okay, well, now let's erase this guideline as well. So we have installed pipes, we have installed valves, we have installed T's. Okay, what else do we have to install? Okay, let's connect this heat exchanger with the lower entrance of the furnace. To do that, I require an additional guideline here. Okay, so I go to the guide layer, draw a line which has to go from this, okay, there, from there to this intersection. Let's see, and it's a perfect intersection, you see, the lines we have drawn. So let's connect this, move this way, click here, close, okay, to that point, and there I'm going to cross. Okay, it looks like, well, look at the huge diameter of this pipe, right? This is a problem because I think this heat exchanger, we scaled it up. Yeah, when you scale something up, its dimensions are not going to match. So the appropriate way is to come here, select the nozzle, control click the nozzle, click the pencil, and change the size. If you're working with, say, 6 inches, I want it to have 6 inches, okay? I'm gonna select one of these and select close, and now it's a more proportionate. Cannot connect band, cannot find flange in the SS. Okay, well, in this case, it doesn't have the specification we need. But let's see what happens if we connect this. There it is. Okay, and now in this direction, okay. Remember, to change direction, it is with Control and right click. Okay, and there it is. Well, now I have, okay, it added like this, how do you call that? This diameter. Oh, I forgot the name of that place. A reducer. In this case, it's not a reducer. It's, well, it's a reducer if it comes from the other side. So here we're having the problem of specifications. Yeah, this, even though it looks right, we don't have the proper specification because this thing is 6 inches. So let's change just for a second here in the pencil. Okay, let's move it in the pencil, Control click. So the pencil wants to kind of hide from us. Control click. No, let's erase this part. Okay, again, Control click. Well, the pencil actually don't want to be used. So no, I don't want to modify equipment. I want to modify the nozzle. How can I do that if the pencil, there it is. There it is. Okay, let's say, I don't know, 10 inches. Okay, and now connect it. No, let's move part. I don't want to move part. I want to connect. Okay, let's see if I can have. No. Well, now it's better, even though it's not appropriately connected. But for visual effects, it's connected. Okay, so what else do we have to connect? Well, I actually think that's all. We could add some pipelines, right? Like arbitrary ones. To say, let's put it this direction, and let's put also the top outlet of the tower in this direction. Okay, and let's also connect all the parts here of the heat exchanger. Okay, in this direction. Turn off the snap. Okay. See the difference? I was talking to you. Look, the diameter of this part is 14 inches. That's why I had to modify the size of the nozzles before connecting anything. Let's put it in this direction. Okay, and then this one. Let's put it in this direction. And you may ask, why the different colors? And I'm sure the colors are to identify diameters. In this case, I have a 10 inches diameter pipe. Is going to be colored with this cyan color. Okay. This white one is 14 inches, and this magenta is 4 inches of diameter. Okay. So, well, I have all my connections. Obviously, I still require some other parts. Actually, I have. Let's move this nozzle to the other side. 180 degrees. Okay, and let's connect it. The problem again with the zoom. Where we are, here we are. Okay, so come here. Take this part and connect it this way. There it is. So obviously this plant, this is like a section of the plant. I can now go to layers, layer properties, and delete, well, make the 0 layer the current one, and delete the guide layer. Okay, just click here, delete layer. Okay, well, it doesn't allow me to. So, well, I can do the two things. I can turn off that layer. But if I turn off that layer, something's going to happen. That there are some pipes placed in that layer, and they are going to disappear. Well, apparently they didn't disappear. We have all the pipes we have? Yep. Yes, we have. Okay. So, well, this is the drawing. Hey, yeah, something disappeared. No, there they are. The legs of this tank, which are not visible from far away for some reason. Okay, so for the piping section, we could say we are done. We have learned how to place piping, how to assign that piping line the line number associated to our PNID. We have learned how to insert valves, how to insert teeth, how to properly connect things, how to identify problems with diameters. Yeah, and let's add just an instrument, just for you to see. And we can also install some supports. Okay, let's install a pressure gauge at the end, at the outlet of the distillation tower. Okay, let's place it here, this way. Okay, there it is. Let's place another one in this line. Okay. Look, in this case, the pipe is like so huge that the manometer, the pressure gauge, gets inside. But in normal circumstances, it would look like this. Yes, a pressure gauge. Let's add a flow meter in the entrance of the inlet of the furnace, the fuel. Okay, magnetic flow meter. Okay, so you can see how does it look. Cannot. Oh well, we don't have. Okay, there it is. This direction. But look what happened. The flow meter is from a smaller diameter, so now it broke our pipeline. Well, and temperature transmitter, let's place one here that way, and that's how a pressure transmitter looks like. Okay, and well, let's add some supports. First, let's see what do we have to support. Let's add a support here in this line. Support, I want this one. Okay, so first I have to select the place I want it to be. There it is, the support, and now I just have to move its base to the floor. Okay, I have to click on this blue arrow and move down here. By some reason it's not. Okay, let's see if that worked. Still where it's going to intersect. So let's first place it in the ground. I'm going to hide the floor because no, I can't hide the floor because I will not know where to place it. But the thing is, I don't have access. I cannot connect that part. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, let's delete this. Let's add another one in this position. Okay, now I'm going to take that blue arrow and move it. There it is. Okay, actually it's a little below the floor, so I want to move it like a little bit up. Okay, and here we are again in this eternal iteration. There it is. So I have a pipe support which is not intersecting any pipe, and with that allows me like to support the weight of this. I can do the same here, with the difference that here I have like, I cannot do that directly from this line because it's going to intersect. So here, I think it's better to draw a member, right? Like in this point, all the way up to here, let's say. Well, yeah, that works. And move it even higher. Let's turn off the snap. Okay, and create the support with the member. Okay, you will draw a line, a guideline, like, wait a second, what happened? What happened? Okay, there it is. Okay, you will draw a guideline like tangent to this pipe, so you will know where to draw another member. Let's say that the guideline says it's here, and I will draw another member here, and that member, no, that member is not going to support anything. So again, let's say here, okay, now we're suffering again the tricks of the snap. Let's turn off the snap. Move this way. I want the member in this direction. There it is. So, well, just like at a glance, it looks like perfect. It's supporting my pipe. Okay, I can stretch it like until here. And now draw. Actually, I can copy this one and use the snap and copy it from there to here. Let's to there. No, where it is. It didn't copy well. Let's go again. Copy, specify first point. Ah, there. I'm still in the. Okay. Okay. Let's say here. Okay. And well, I just have to move this part this way. Let's say there, and there it is. It's a pipe support, a self-made pipe support, but it works. And I just have to add another pipe support here, and this will support that pipeline. And we can do so in the following things. So now you know how to use structural members, model equipments, and route pipes, and add accessories or valves or whatever inline assets. So with this, we have finished this lesson. We're just missing 2 lessons, which are going to be how to generate products from our 3D models. So I hope you are enjoying. Thank you for being here, and see you in the 2 following lessons.